Section 27 of The Extermination of the American Bison. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Avai in December 2014. The Extermination of the American Bison by William T. Hornaday. Part 2, Chapter 7, Preservation of the Species from Absolute Extinction. There is reason to fear that, unless the United States government takes the matter in hand and makes a special effort to prevent it, the pure-blood bison will be lost irretrievably through mixture with domestic breeds and through in breeding. The fate of the Yellowstone Park herd is, to say the least, highly uncertain. A distinguished senator who is deeply interested in legislation for the protection of the National Park Reservation has declared that the pressure from railway corporations, which are seeking a foothold in the park, has become so great and so aggressive that he fears the park will eventually be broken up. In any such event, the destruction of the herd of park buffaloes would be one of the very first results. If the park is properly maintained, however, it is to be hoped that the buffaloes now in it will remain there and increase indefinitely. As yet, there are only 2 captive buffaloes in the possession of the government, that is, those in the Department of Living Animals of the National Museum, presented by the Honorable E.G. Blackford of New York. The buffaloes now in the zoological gardens of the country are but few in number, and unless special pains be taken to prevent it, by means of judicious exchanges, from time to time, these will rapidly deteriorate in size, and within a comparatively short time run out entirely, through continued in-breeding. It is said that even the wild aurochs in the forests of Lithuania are decreasing in size and in number from this cause. With private owners of captive buffaloes, the temptations to produce crossbreeds will be so great that it is more than likely the breeding of pure-blood buffaloes will be neglected. Indeed, unless some stockman like Mr. C.J. Jones takes particular pains to protect his full-blood buffaloes and keep the breed absolutely pure, in 20 years there will not be a pure-blood animal of that species on any stock farm in this country. Under existing conditions, the constant tendency of the numerous domestic forms is to absorb and utterly obliterate the few wild ones. If we may judge from the examples set as by European governments, it is clearly the duty of our government to act in this matter, and act promptly, with a degree of liberality and promptness which cannot be otherwise than highly gratifying to every American citizen and every friend of science throughout the world. The 50th Congress, at its last session, responded to the call made upon it and voted $200,000 for the establishment of a national zoological park in the District of Columbia on a grand scale. One of the leading purposes it is destined to serve is the preservation and breeding in comfortable and, so far as space is concerned, luxurious captivity of a number of fine specimens of every species of American quadruped now threatened with extermination. At least 8 or 10 buffaloes of pure breed should be secured very soon by the Zoological Park Commission, by gift if possible, and cared for with special reference to keeping the breed absolutely pure, and keeping the herd from deteriorating and dying out through in-breeding. The total expense would be trifling in comparison with the importance of the end to be gained, and in that way we might, in a small measure, atone for our neglect of the means which would have protected the great herds from extinction. In this way, by proper management, it will be not only possible, but easy to preserve fine living representatives of this important species for centuries to come. The result of continuing inbreeding is certain extinction. Its progress may be so slow as to make no impression upon the mind of a herd owner, but the end is only a question of time. The fate of a majority of the herds of British wild cattle, Bos urus, warn us what to expect with the American bison under similar circumstances. Of the 14 herds of wild cattle which were in existence in England and Scotland during the early part of the present century, direct descendants of the wild herds found in Great Britain, 9 have become totally extinct through inbreeding. The 5 herds remaining are those at Summerford Park, Blickling Hall, Woodpastwick, Chartley, and Chillingham. End of section 27.